Good morning, student. We studied about the electrostatics. Before that, Coulomb's force, electric field, and then electric potential. For electric potential, that means already known the amount of work done bringing the unit positive charge from infinity to that of point, that is electrostatic potential at a point charge. Now we want to calculate electric potential at a point D to a electric dipole. You know, dipole, two equal and opposite charges separated by a very small distance is called electric dipole. So the electric dipole from, let us consider the electric dipole of minus q and plus q. The minus q is situated at a point of A and plus q in the point of B. Is constitute a electric dipole. Now we want to calculate electric potential at a point P. The point P is placed in the R1 from B or plus Q. The point B is placed in the R2 from the A or minus Q. So the angle between BOP is theta. So the remaining angle AOP is 180 minus theta. Now want to calculate the electric potential at a point P D2 plus Q and potential at a point P D2 minus Q. R1 is a distance of point P from plus Q. R1 is a distance of point P from plus Q. Then R2, distance of point P from minus Q. R2 is a distance of point P from minus Q. Now, already known the expression for electric potential, V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. That is a common formula. Now you are right to potential at a point P D2 plus Q and D2 minus Q. See here, the potential at a point P D2 charge of plus Q is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R1, because general formula V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. That is a electric potential at a point D to a point charge. Just want to write the distance R here from plus Q to P R1. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R1. The potential at a point P D to the charge of minus Q. The distance is R2. So D to the minus charge minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R2. Now we want to calculate the total potential at a point P. So the total potential at a point P is V is equal to V1 plus V2. Just adding the two expression. So substituting the value V1 and V2, we get V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R1 minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R2. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught taken to be a common, remaining value 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Now see a diagram. The BOP is a triangle. For a triangle, applying the cosine law, for a triangle of BOP, we get R1 square is equal to R square plus A square minus 2RA cos theta. It is a cosine law for triangle of certain triangle, by example BOP. So here rewrite the equation R1 square is equal to R square taken to be a common. Here 1 plus A square by R square minus 2A cos theta by R. Here P is very far from the dipole. The value of P is very far, long distance for P, compare the A. So R is greater than A, and hence A square by R square is very small and can be neglected. This value is very small, it can be neglected. Now the R1 square is equal to R square 1 minus 2 cos theta by R. Now we want to rewrite the equation for R1. So R1, taking square root both sides, R1 is equal to R 1 minus 2a cos theta by R. Instead of square root, you put 1 by 2. Now, because we want to formula 1 by R1 value, so it can be changed. The R1 value is 1 by R1 is equal to 1 by R1 is equal to 1 by R. So 1 by 1 minus 2a cos theta by R whole power 1 by 2. So it come back 1 minus 2a cos theta by R whole power minus 1 by 2. Since a by R is always less than 1, and we can use the binomial theorem. Using the binomial theorem, expanding this equation and omitting the high powers, it will come 1 by R1 is equal to 1 by R into 1 plus a by R cos theta. Because the binomial theorem expanding, it come in this side, here minus 1 by 2. So minus plus, the 2 will be cancelled. So remaining a cos theta by R. That is a 1 by R1 value. In the same way, we are applying the cosine law for triangle AOP. The angle of 180 minus theta. So again, write the equation for cosine law for AOP triangle. R2 square is equal to R square plus A square minus 2RA cos theta 180 minus theta. Here the theta value for BOP is theta, AOP is 180 minus theta. So you know already the value of trigonometrical cos 180 minus theta is equal to minus cos theta. So substituting this value, we get R2 square is equal to R square plus A square. So minus cos theta, minus value will come, minus into minus plus 2RA cos theta. Again R2 square is equal to R square taken to be a common 1 plus A square by R square plus 2A cos theta by R. The same way R is greater than A, hence A square by R square is very small, so it can be neglected. Again this equation comes R2 square is equal to R square 1 plus 2A cos theta by R. Now want this equation change into R value. So R2 is equal to R into 1 plus 2A cos theta by R whole power 1 by 2. Now again we convert the reciprocal value. So 1 by R2 is equal to 1 by R into, it will come 1 plus 2A cos theta by R whole power minus 1 by 2. Again this equation, same way, expanding binomial theorem and omitting the high powers, it will come 1 by R2 is equal to 1 by R into 1. Here minus 1 by 2 will come. So minus into plus, minus 2 will be cancelled. We get A cos theta by R. So the equation, there is a 1 by R2 value. Equation number 3 and equation number 2 are substituting the value of V. So here V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Their R1 value 1 by R into 1 plus A by R cos theta minus 1 by R2 value 1 by R into 1 minus A cos theta by R. The 1 by R taken to be a common. Again we get V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R. Remaining value 1 plus A by R cos theta minus 1 plus A cos theta by R. So 1 will be cancelled, plus 1 minus 1. Again A by R cos theta, So again 1 by R taken to be a common and then taken outside. So finally we get V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Here A cos theta plus a cos theta 2a cos theta. You know the value of q into 2a is a p, dipole moment. So finally we get the expression for electric potential at a point P. D to a electric dipole is V is equal to P cos theta by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. So the electric potential at a point having two special cases. It has two special case. Now see case 1. If the point P lies on the axial line of the dipole on the side of plus q, then the point P in the axial line, the side of plus q. So here will come at point P, the angle is 0. So theta is equal to 0. You know the potential V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by r square. So cos 0 is equal to 1. So finally we get V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by r square. If the point P lies on the side of B or plus q side, we get potential, that is a positive potential. Now case 2. If the point P lies on the axial line of the dipole on the side of minus q, if the point P in the side of here axial line on the side of minus q, so the angle is 180 degree, theta is 180 degree. You know formula for V, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by r square. And applying the equation cos 180 is equal to minus 1. So we get V is equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by r square. So the P lies on the plus q, we get the positive potential. The P lies on the minus q, we get the negative potential. Now we see the case number 3. If the point P lies on the equatorial line of the dipole, the equatorial line means it will be exactly here will come. So theta is equal to 90 degree. So applying this equation, V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by r square. So cos 90 is equal to 0. So the potential we get 0. See the diagram. The P in the side of plus q, we get positive potential. The point P in the side of minus q, we get a negative potential. And exactly equatorial line, we get that there is no any potential. So the plus q and minus q, in between the potential will be 0. That is a electric potential at a point due to the point charge. Next class, you learn about the equipotential, surface and Gauss law for the and its application.